energy. And yeah, without further ado, so essentially this is how it's going to look. Just get all my pigeons lined up. So every sign is going to get one Dark Goddess Oracle. And I have with me 12 different decks. Okay, there's a few there. Here's another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, another one, up, and you guessed it, and another one. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of cardstock around me. So each sign's going to get one Dark Goddess Oracle, and depending on what deck I use, well, it just depends on what says, hey, grab me, throw me. Well, not, you get what I mean, not literally throw, but like, here's your fortune. Anyway, so we will kick it all off with Aries, the Ram. Oh boy, here we go. Hold your pigeons. So, hopefully 2022 will be, enough of this, like, the 5,000 variant, coronavirus. I wonder why they decided to name it after something from Futurama. Oh, I thought they said B and BS. No, wait, like B and J is like B and J's. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say there's anything wrong with those, but this is not the stream to be having one of those. But anyway, for Aries, your Dark Goddess is setting up. Let me leave that one sit there. So let's see which deck gets pulled. Definitely not Walking Dead Tarot or Tarot Zoo. So, put that to the side. And all of the spreads that I'm going to pull are just going to be all freestyle. And I'm just going to come and use whatever pops in my head. Like that. Okay. We have the first card pulled, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, then He Who's Hung Most, 2 of Cups. Okay, that's the first 6, then the next 6. 1, 2, 3, ooh, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Aries. Let's take from the tip top. So, the overall theme for Aries, there's something regarding abandonment. Now, either one, this year you're going to have to let something go, and it could have been something really close to you, or the other way around, like someone or like a employee, like some way of sustaining yourself, because Setna was actually having her fingers cut off by her own father. You could be being abandoned by someone or an entity that's close to you, such as like if you worked really long for the company, they'll just go as a potential. Or you're gonna have to make the harshest choice, but also the best for you, by abandoning something that you hold dear. That's gonna be like their theme for Aries. But the thing is, when you let go of something, the emotions and feelings attached to it, when you let it go, those feelings still exist within you, and they'll always come up again, just waiting to be experienced with something else. But really what I'm getting with this is that be very detached when something or an entity or someone just blows you off. Just, whatever. And don't let yourself fall into that consistent, like, don't fall into patterns where somebody is going to be, like, saying that they're going to be there for you, then they'll be there and doing all these other things and making promises, and then turning up and just going, huh? Oh, you want me to help you? Oh, sorry. Don't fall into those kind of patterns. So I pulled 12. So now each one of these is a month. For January, 10 of Pentacles. This depiction, we have the city being into a state of war. There is military men shooting down zombies, and then over down here, the bottom right corner, we actually have a zombie without an arm ripping off some guy's head. Like right there. Oh, that's just lovely. And if there's gonna be, how do I put this without making it sound like, oh my Lord, Amanda. Essentially, the first month of January, when this new year begins, be very prepared to defend what you hold dear and invested in, because it might be a bit of a conflicting fight in order to keep it sustained. But specifically, since there does not seem to be any civilians being hit accidentally in the crossfire. So essentially, despite, the conflict that goes on, there will be some civil interactions between whatever is causing this abandonment for the month of January. Then to follow after that, in February, this is the Six of Pentacles. This depiction, I'm not really safe looking at, because I get a feeling like, oops, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were changing. That tush, though. No. So, the month of February, be very careful, because you might be trying to resolve or fix the situation with the Ten of Pentacles, something you invested in and now you had to fight for. But when you approach to try and fix it with whomever it is and try and balance it out, it might be some ill intent attached to what on the opposing side, or this individual that caused the Ten of Pentacles to happen. Hello, Ivy. It's so good to see you. Whoever this individual is that you're trying to be considering to fix whatever is being caused by the Ten of Pentacles, they might seek vengeance, or this might be the reverse. Hello, Kayla. So just be very careful in February, but try and be understanding that if the energy is not right, just take a step back and just walk away and don't even waste the time with that. Then to follow that, in the month of March, is the Three of Cups. This depiction, we have a big green sky, which is very bleh. And then we have Hanky, Panky, and Spanky in the front, which is right there, these three stooges. And then behind them we have looks like it's a castle or a fortress with the number 11 on it. So specifically in March 11th, you might be turning your back on you might actually be turning your back on the Ten of Pentacles to be like, meh, I'm done with it. I'm gonna go and actually have some, friends, fellowship, or connection with other people. So be open to that, but also be aware that you have all the security and you have the financial means to make yourself secure, just in case, you do decide to leave. Because if you just decide to go off and be all woozy-wooey with, Hanky and Panky right there, these two stooges, and this is you, make sure you're actually at the purest and most practical standing and making sure you're secure in both financially and health. Because the last thing you want to do is go off and be, oh, hi, you two. Oh, you two look like you guys have fun. Brains. Yeah, but then something bad happens. Yeah, but then if you just be careful, because the month to follow after that, which would be May, you might be in a state where you're gonna be hung most. Not that kind of hung, you nasty. So you might get yourself into a predicament, but in reality, it's making it look like it's bad, but all you gotta do is just do this. Just turn your perspective in a different way, and you'll be like, aha! I'm perfectly fine, I'm just stuck in this hentai plant. I've seen enough, poison ivy hentai to see where this is going. But anyway, because if you believe that the only way out of this is looking above, no, it's not. Look and be practical on the ground where he's at. Not over here where everybody's like, no. Be realistic on your end. Put yourself first above everybody else. Because like what I've always said, without you, this world does not matter. No matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one for the first half. So that's June. June, you might also have either someone that may be involved in the Ten of Pentacles or the one who abandoned you might come in and be all like, I'm so sorry I left you. Brains. Why do you keep saying brains? I'm back. I'm sorry. Brains. But either way, for the first 6 months of 2022, I would suggest being patient. And if you want to fix this endeavor, that might happen. Try not to get too pulled into the Three of Cups, because that might be not the best distraction, or even to better make yourself be secure for 2022. Consider socializing with 2 close friends that you know and trust to gain that sense of security, so that way you can flip it the other way around. And then gain a deeper connection. But in the next 6 months, we have the 8 of Cups. Now, this 8 of Cups, you're probably thinking, but what the heck, dude? You just said try and make it work out, and then, one of us decides to go, I'm sorry, take me back. And now the 8 of Cups, now we're leaving again? No. This is not the same kind of 8 of Cups. You happen to notice the little girl jumping on the guy's back. I get the feeling of like, there might be that turnaround, but then there's this sudden leap onto this other individual or this other opportunity or this thing that you have a long history of investment in. You might be latching on and jumping on and be like, nope, you're not going to get rid of me that quick. Sorry, I covered myself in, Gorilla Glue. Good luck getting me now off, dude. Yep, looks like you're stuck with me forever and ever and ever. So July, be prepared that if you over jump and over cling to whatever this 10 of Pentacles is and whatever is trying to abandon you, or if something is, you're putting down and be like, skedaddle. If it jumps back onto you, be patient with it. Because then the follow after that is the 3 of Swords. Now this, a lot of people think, oh, heartbreak. Well, this one, it may be showing that there's a lot of practicality things to solve and actually dig into, and trying to actually get clarity about this whole endeavor. But the thing is, since this situation has many layers of, bones on it, I almost said, wow, that's a lot of boners. Vulgar. Sorry, I couldn't resist. There has to be a lot to be explored and faced in the past. I'm on Aries right now. I just started. Just make sure that if you're going to be latching onto something or something's going to latch onto you, make sure that you know that you've gone through all the struggles with this and go through each layer, because there's a lot of layers to it. And if you have to, you may have to turn your back and let them just, suffer in their own vomit. Not literally, but because this figure is surrounded by pools of acid and with a big, not a big, but I think it is, but it's a giant saw blade. And he's looking like, what the heck, why are you leaving me with this? Like he's actually pointing down to the thing he's holding. It's like, why are you leaving me with this hunk of metal? You might have to maybe even turn to B. But specifically on the full moon of that month, that might be the best opportune time to do that. You might get a little violent, And might get a little feisty about it. Just do what you have to do. If you got a table flip, then have at it. Because you have to have the emotional purity and being able to actually know that you deserve to have the best type of care possible. Because in the end, like I've said, it's only you that matters with this pointy rock thing. With, green water around it, nothing else. You have to put your standing first before anything else. And then on December, the last one, you might have to remember, it's not abandoning if you put yourself first. Abandonment is when you intentionally leave something behind knowing that it's going to cause damage with a malefic intent, like turning your back, ignoring, and just pushing something to the side and not caring about the damage. But when you accept the fact and you try to, release it, or if something's trying to release you for something better, sometimes you just have to turn and go into the light. Sometimes it is what it is. But the thing is, only you know what's best for your life. No one else, Aries. So I'll hold your beer. Have at it. Have fun. Be careful 2022. Because the thing is, you have a lot of people backing you up and making sure that you're trying to get your balance. And there's the Justice card. Yep. You have Justice, and you're commanding like all these other people to assist you in this endeavor. You have backup. Use it. There's Aries. Good luck, Aries. Make sure you have insurance. Not like life insurance, you know what I mean. There we go. So after Aries, let's see what comes up next. For Taurus, oh boy. This one's gonna be interesting. Let's see what comes out. Oh boy. You didn't have to do that, you know that? Okay, we'll go that way. Taurus, 2022, yours is Nuba. Denial. I have nothing to say. Let's see, which one? Let's go with this one. Total of Vampires. I haven't opened this thing up in many moons ago. Okay, let's see who is gonna be. What's gonna be the spread for 2022? Actually, it depends. If you're like, for example, if you're a Taurus and you're going towards Gemini. Like if you're at 15 degrees exactly, if you have a placement at 15 degrees, it's like right in the middle, so it's kind of both. But if you're closer, if your degrees are less than 15, then you're closer to the left, and then the same thing, right? But however, though, actually, I'm gonna let you all in a little secret here. You didn't hear this from me because it's supposed to be a secret, but oh well, cat's out of the bag. Believe it or not, the sign of Libra, the star points in Libra, which are also known as Yucataras, the degree points, they are all connected to each other. Where one ends, the other one begins. So you have Hasta links in. If you have like from Hasta linking into Chitra, there's one, and Chitra linking into Swati. After Swati, it links to Vishaka. Each of those nakshatras, they start at Chitra, then in the middle with Swati, and then in the end with Vishaka. Depending on that degree of wherever that planet's placed, like say if you have Venus in Chitra, but it's right in the middle between Swati and Chitra. You're gonna have more. You're gonna have more Swati than Chitra, but depending on the degree. The more farther away it is from in that case would be, like the more you go higher into the sign of Libra, the less you become the where you are leaving, if that makes sense. So like the lower the pada, the more potent the nakshatra point is for Libra, if that makes sense. But Libra, in that regard, can actually be, if not even more mutable than the signs Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Libra can be just as mutable, like crazy mutable. Because if you have a planet in Swati and it gets so very close to almost touching Vishaka, you're having both qualities. And I just have to vouch for that. So, cute little astrology fun fact with the sign of Libra. From yours truly, a Libra. But anyway, let's bring out the. No, that's gonna sound so bad. Let's bring out the B. Let's bring out the BS or both. Hello, Adam. Leo Mercury. One communicates with enthusiasm and bang. You know, just existing. Let's see what comes out for Taurus. I'm just gonna go with it. That's kind of a bit of a slap at the face. So, Taurus, we have denial in the Ten of Cups. Are we denying emotional fulfillment and enjoying, you know, living it? Are we happening to also deny somebody? Hello, Rachel. Are we just also defying somebody who has either a Mars in Pisces or a Moon Pisces? If there's a situation where there has been kind of like a, oh, I would invest in that, but you know, I'm just enjoying myself. If there's something you haven't been catering to and caretaking to, you're kind of denying the care to it. This is not the best time because that's not good. That's not a good way to kick off 2022. I'm just gonna pull two more. Then there's then yeah, fate with. Oh boy. How am I gonna put this without sounding mean? You have to be careful when you start the year 2022, because you might be thinking that, oh, I'm living the best. I'm just grand. I have all my desires and everything being, you know, just glade. I'm having my needs taken care of. I'm having wants given. I'm just good. Then you have an individual who's trying to, you know, be realistic and practical and try and grow something here. They being out in the cold just like, what? And that's going to make divinity step in, and then fate is going to come in. And then, I'm just going to have to say it for what it is. A Virgo sun, or somebody that has, or somebody who actually does occult, divinity is going to have them come in and actually, metaphorically, hit you one upside the head to help you see what's being denied. What is that being denied, though? What is that Ten of Cups, though? Because that thing was rather vague. About that Ten of Cups, if you would. Oh! Jupiter and Gemini. So, if you have been being all like, oh, I'm doing just fine, that's cute. What about this person that's being, you know, hung out there in the wetlands, being out there just, you know, be exposed and like, how come I'm being left out here by myself? What the heck, woman? If you have been neglected, or if you've been doing the neglecting, That's not the best thing to do, especially if a child's involved. Now we have the daughter, then the prince below. So pretty much someone younger may be coming in to actually take care of that endeavor of yours, or you might be dragging your feet to actually take initiative to caretake to this small term investment that you've been working on. Or even, like, heck, if you have a child and you're just completely being aloof about caretaking to it, you might be dragging the feet when going in to actually take care of this endeavor, which is going to get you hung. Not literally, and not that way. But you're going to be in a position where you're going to be stuck, and it's not going to be the most ideal, and you might be looked at like, wow. And since the Wheel of Fate is being clarified with he who's hung most, you might actually have circumstances come in and actually tie you up and put you in a state of like, oh crap. Well, it's not the first time we've been hung here, huh? Hey, did you happen to hear about that one about, what's his name? Yeah, the guy that's in that Bible book. I heard he got hung on a hung one. Get it? Because, the cross is actually a symbol for erect male part. Wait, yeah. Don't look at me. I don't write this stuff. That's just what it is. He was hung on the... You gotta be very careful because circumstances and fate will come in and be like, oh, you think you're just gonna be all aloof and having your solo cup, enjoying it? Not really. Because an individual will come in and do some occult, thus also making you now become kind of attached to whatever this endeavor is now. So much that you're even ripping out your own heart, willing to put it into this investment. All because of denial. The year 2022. Don't deny something, especially if it's involving something that has to be done, or if it's something that logically makes sense. For an example, if there's somebody that you have a long history with, and if you're refusing to just accept the fact that, you know what, this person does care about me, and I don't think I'm going to be finding anybody else better because this person has been with me thick and thin. I think I'm going to actually accept it now that this is the best person, rather than just, for millions of years and refusing to accept that what you have is probably the best you're going to get. And quality is better than having just something pretty to look at, because something pretty to look at dies. That connection most likely won't if it's that grounded and devoted and fixated. It ain't gonna go anywhere. So if something's good and it's been good to you, take it and just accept it. And just because it's not the most prettiest thing to look at, oh God, it doesn't look like, oh God, I don't even know who I'm gonna use as a comparison. I only got one, and this is the only one I can think of. Oh God, it's not Ryan Reynolds looking like. Oh God, it's not like him. Oh no, I can't have that one. No. It doesn't look like Ryan Reynolds. I don't want it. Nope, it doesn't have the personality. Just shut up and take it. Well, hey, at least you should be grateful that you at least have someone being woozy-wooed about you. It could be worse. It could be nobody. Just take it. Yeah, now there's the Six of Pentacles. Lift the veil off your head and realize you have a real one on the leash. Take the kitty and enjoy it. That sounded so vulgar. So Taurus, don't neglect and don't deny something that has been good to you, and do not deny or refuse to admit something that has provided a lot for you. And also don't neglect yourself and deny that, oh, I'm not worthy of this. Yes, you are. But, I mean, I did so many horrible things. You think the person's going to care about all the stupid things you did when they're trying so hard to make it work with you? You think they're going to care that you were on Jackass Remake? No. Just take them and make the most of it. Enjoy it. Don't waste it, and don't waste time, because you can't go backwards. So, don't be stubborn. You be stubborn, don't make me get the motivator stick out. So, Gemini. Yeah, that was kind of rude. Let's try that again. So, Gemini. Fine. Oh, Gemini. So, Gemini. So, for those who have children, I suggest you cover the eyes and cover the ears. And Gemini, let's say you're going to be in Woozy-Woo mode. Let loose a little. So, Gemini, let's see. Let's go with... Yeah, we've come this far. Let's just use the Galatia Tyrone Darkness one. Let's see how crazy we get with this one. So Gemini, year 22 is the year of seduction for you. Now seduction is essentially, you know, playing or using to your advantage somebody's mind and actually putting seeds of like, wait, did he mean this? Wait, maybe he meant that. I don't know what he means. Oh, there he is. What? Why does he hate me now? It's messing with their head. So this is the year that either one, you're going to be really proficient in actually being able to woozy. I keep saying that word. It's going to be the most proficient year to actually start woozy-wooing anybody. Or be very careful not to get woozy-wooed by everybody else. And be careful during the full moons of this year. And don't be afraid to, you know, move them hips. Just go with it. I don't know, I'm just saying what comes out of what gets plopped in my head. I'm just going to nod and accept it. So Gemini, first to come out. Core focus, okay. The core focus with seduction is, oh, look at that. It is Lucifer Guru. And well, in this deck, he's known as the devil. Go figure. Venus in Capricorn. Oh, look at that. Isn't Venus in Capricorn already retrograde still? So to kick off 2022, you're, in a way, kind of also having, how do I put this? Hold my beer. Essentially, you have Venus coming to you and be like, so, tell me something that you want. Anything. Just be specific. Anything. Anything? Anything. Expect to kick off the year 2022 with a wish that you can be all like, I want this. No matter what it is, just be specific, like legit specific. Give it all the details, what it looks like, how it tastes, how it smells, how it looks, how it sounds, no, I'm not going to go in that direction. But make sure you're specific with this wish, because seduction can be your biggest downfall. If you're not specific, and if you don't make it enticing to yourself, it's not going to be fulfilling. One of the things that Lucifer does not want to do is give you something that you're not going to enjoy. He wants you to enjoy it, so be specific. Details. That's why he asks for them. Let's see here. Let's go with a fork in the road. Let's say if you're going to be going down the path. Rat? Okay, if you happen to have a pet rat, well, you might be, you know, having the season with, you know, like how rats do it, I guess. I don't know, I got nothing. You have option 1, which is going to be with Duchess Montgomery, which is also Venus in Capricorn. Hello, Fiona. And hello, Michael. you can either go with down the path with death. You want to go take a nice stroll with death? Don't mind her. She takes the sickle with her everywhere. Which is also Venus in Capricorn, which is that's not planned. Just kidding. You can go down the path with, again, death, which is that transformation into something new. Or you can go down the path of death. That sounds so bad. Or the path of... this is an interesting one. Or you can go down the path with the Two of Cups. With Bifronos. Mars in Scorpio. That's just nasty. So Gemini, your reading so far is just so nasty. But I digress. So you can either go down the path of Two of Cups with a Mars in Scorpio, looking like she's drowning him in his own, juice. Or you can go the path of death by yourself and be more about yourself. So let's see here. Give me 3 for death and then 3 for she who's drowning him in his own juices. Let's start with death's path. 1. Okay. 2. 3. Okay. Now the other way. Number 1, or she who is drowning him in his juices. 2. That's freaky deaky. That's just freaky. No, really. Last one. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so let's see here. Which one to start with first? The one with, her drowning him in his own juices, or the one where it's just Gomery by herself with a big sickle? Let's go with that one first. So if you go down the pathway of just, prioritizing yourself and not needing nothing, it involves your wishes. We have the Four of Pentacles with Vornus, Moon and Leo. Is there a Moon and Leo in this room? Then we have Ten of Cups with Prince Stolas, Jupiter in Virgo, which is also my Jupiter. And then we have Nine of Pentacles with Zephyr, Venus in Gemini. So, going down the path of death and being just prioritizing yourself, you actually will be surprised that even though it may take a lot of time going down this path, and you might have to be really defensive about how you go about it, and going slow and steady, and kind of misleading people. You might have to go about it in a way where you have to hold on to something dear to you, and prioritize your sense of protection and keeping yourself safe, but also making it known that you're not going to be easy to get off kilter with. But specifically, since Vornus is usually depicted as a giant whale sometimes, you actually may use some deception in protecting what you find valuable to you. So make sure you incorporate that. But in the end, if you go about it by yourself, you'll get the most emotional fulfillment, and you'll actually learn how to, appraise all the gains you've got, and actually cherish it if you go down the path by yourself, or the path of death. And if you don't let others to do so. But now if you go to this pathway, which involves, some poor unfortunate soul, copyright. Yeah, if you go down this route trying to drown someone in his own juices, well, you definitely have to play it like a give and take and be fair about it. Don't drown him, kill him in his own juices, just a little bit. So that way, you can gargle and spit. Be be realistic in how you're going about it if you're going towards somebody. Just make sure that you don't become thinking that, oh, I'm the big cheese in this. Because we have the Five of Wands, Sun and Gemini, which, oh, isn't that you? And then there's Beleth. Just make sure that if you don't be too woozy-wooey about yourself and thinking, oh, I'm a king. Don't you? No, really, I'm a king. You better not make me mad, because I'm mad at you, but you better make sure that, I respect you, because if I don't, nope. Sorry, you couldn't do it right the first time. No. Make sure you don't get into that state of mind. Rather, instead, take everything that you have, because now we have the Magician with Mars in Pisces. Andromelius, the Magician. And I'm seeing the numbers 93, 23. There's one more number I'm trying to find. 93, which is 12. Then simplify again is 4. And then 23, which is 5. So essentially, we have 9. So the number 9 during the year 2022 might be big if you go around the path that involves like a deep, where'd it go? There it is. Might involve the path that, stick in it. The number 9 is going to be very significant. So if you do anything, either do something 9 times or do repetitive things 9 times, or specifically on any day that has the number 9 in it, that's going to be significant. Also, the date of the 23rd is also going to be significant. And also, I don't know why this popped in my head, but we're going to go with it. Consider taking up some, dancing classes. Because with dancing is an art of artistic expression. Consider that. But mainly, whatever your wish is, if it's for yourself, or if it's to, take someone's juices and drown them in it, just be specific. And let yourself get woozied by your own desire. Let it go and let it loose. Do a flip. Just don't land on your head. Okay, fine, one more card. Fine, just one more. Yep, you have the big stick to make it happen. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go any more further with that. So, good luck, Gemini. Have fun. Just don't stick it where you don't want it stuck. Stop it. Good boy. Okay, next after Gemini is Cancer, the Divine Mother. I'm going to take a second to stretch my legs. Ugh. Meanwhile, for intermission. How in the bloody heck did this happen, though? Like, look how big these got. Especially this one. That's a honker. Like, good God. Sheesh. I didn't even do anything. You're like, BAM! Okay, fine. I put some stones in the water. But, like, good Lord, honey bear. That's, like, big. Way too big. And trust me, nope. I'm not going that way. But anyway. Cancer. Yep, pretty mind-blowing too of that. So now the sign of Cancer, the sign of the Divine Mother. It's also the sign where, good old Mars gets pissed off. Because now Mars has to essentially trade in his mankini. Imagine that. All planned. Not really. But yeah, Mars has to give up his mankini spear and shield and his right to Leonidas and exchange it for a cookie sheet, a rolling pin, a chef's hat, an apron, and, having nothing but housewives joined hand in hand, skipping around and going, hey, brother, pour the wine, and he can't do anything. He has to put up with it. But he gets into a hissy because he's like, nope, don't get mad, dude. Hey, what's up? Ivy. Okay, let's see what comes up. How am I going to start this off? She's so sassy. Oh God, look out. She's gonna split you in two. No, literally. She's gonna split you in two. Move. So, get the... Let's see if I can cover this up a little bit. So, here we are. Mauve. Still... Yes, what you need, Adam. Some mauve. Ugh. Mauve was known to actually make men get on their knees and kiss her feet. Mauve was destructive and feisty, yes. So, Cancer 2022 is the year to not have BS no more. Mauve. So, most definitely, this is the year to be all like, you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm gonna just grab something real quick just to give you a good idea of what I'm talking about. Let me grab this. Okie dokie. Yeah, calm down. I'm coming back. They always come back. So anyway. So Mauve is essentially, this is how you're gonna be having 22 be like for Mauve. Oh, you said I can't have that? You sure? Because, you know, I'll poke you with this, and trust me, this has been places where even I don't want it to go. You can just imagine what's on this blade. Don't make me use it. Get out of the way, hon. Good move. It's gonna be a year that you have a lot of drive and a lot of, snap. Like, wow. So make use of it this year. And you have a lot of motivation and self-motivation. Don't be afraid to grab your, tingy thing that's sharp and pointy and be like, you want this to go in between your cheeks? Because, the crack will get bigger, so you better just scooch out of the way. Use that feistiness this year, Cancer. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be like, you know what? Time to, No, I'm going to stop because that was going to be too suggestive. So, determination is what you're going to be infused with, Cancer. Now, let's see what deck decides to say, hey, pick me. Fine. But that deck isn't... Let's go with it. This one just keeps saying, no, pick me. Fine. Cancer, you get the Dark Pigeon Men to row. Dark Angel. So, let's see what comes for Cancer. Whatever comes out happens. Whatever stays in, stop it. Stop for Cancer. Just across, are you sure? Fine. Core. Queen of Sass. She's not having it. Yep, definitely. This year 2022, you're not having it no more. You're like, you know what? I'm getting sick of this crap. I'm going to take my blade, do a curtsy, and be like, that's it, boys. I'm out. Move. You better move, or you're going to get stabbed. This depiction, we have, of course, the female figure wearing kind of like sleepwear with a blade. And she has a total, not just 2, but 4 wings on her back. Double sass. So yeah, this is the year to be really not having it. What'd you say, Adam? On the spur of the moment, Adam? You're really going to have to use your stick, Adam, if you catch my drift. Because, yeah, There's energy there. Grab it. Grab it, Adam. Meanwhile, so for... He's got to also know how to exert that energy, Adam. But anyway, back to Cancer. So the core and the spirit standing is being very sassy and feisty. But on the practical level for this year, like the practical viewpoint, you probably had enough getting woozy-wooed by BS. And you're getting tired of like some figure that's providing you security and all your, like, pretty much giving you the sense of security, or like giving you what you are not asking for, and they're trying to make themselves be like, don't you think I'm doing a good job? No, dude, drop me. Put me down. Oh, you know you love me. No, I don't. I didn't even know you like that, dude. Put me down, or you're going to be getting one of my feet in your mouth, and you're going to be losing them teeth. So, make sure that you are being the most emotionally fulfilled and physically healthy this year, and prioritizing yourself. And if anybody's like holding you back from being secure or having that stability, or even making you not feel like you're healthy or even attractive, and trying to make themselves seem better, no, don't let them carry you with false BS. Just, grab it and just prick them. Prick them where, stick it where, prick them where it needs, whatever, I'm going to go with it. Just prick it where it needs pricking. I don't know what I'm saying. When it comes now to, like, the wind, like air, that's your communications, studying, traveling, mental endeavors, and essentially writing. You get the idea. We now have the Page of Swords. So it looks like when it comes to your studying and communications, I don't know yet, Adam, but I'm planning it though. But either way, I'll let you know after the reading's done what the whole shenanigans is going on with me, and that'll be even like a good break anyway. So, Cancer. Essentially, you're gonna have a oh, this is gonna sound so vulgar. You're gonna have a little, play toy servant Stetson kind of a figure helping you communicate. So essentially, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna be at your service to help get your endeavors done by taking on, like, putting out like notices or communicating for you, or even also looking up to you and saying, you know what, can I be sassy like you? Do you want to get stabbed, kid? That's the spirit. Yeah. But also be very careful that this individual who is thinking about learning from you also doesn't become a two-time and stab back. But I mean, there's a lot of eagerness too with this individual. So make sure that when you communicate that you're not giving all of it out to some just to make it shut up, if that makes sense. Because usually the Page of Swords is like a, what the heck is that fairy's name from Zelda, the blue one that goes, hey, listen, hey, listen. Don't have it keep doing that. Just say what needs to be said to make it stick it. Hey. Yeah, get the idea. Your obstacle or your motivator for 22 is the Six of Swords. Wow, we got a lot of wet and pointy things in here. This depiction, we have two figures and the river of Acheron. And he's rowing the boat in the dreaded waters. Oh snap, what have we done? We're going to lose our head. Yep. This depiction, I'm getting like a sense of you might be facing a challenge of either to one, to move, or two, you're being motivated to actually take either two figures or two people or two separate parties that have been annoying you, and you're just rowing them and helping them just get out of your life. Or two people may be the cause of the reason why you're not being able to move and move on to where you need to go. So use this motivator of movement and sassiness to be like, okay, Hanky and Panky, you're going to get off my boat, or you're going to get off my boat. Which one you want? Get off my boat, or get off my boat? Isn't that the same thing? Off the boat. Before, you get your wings clipped. Don't be afraid to really, again, unleash that Queen of Sass with them. Because as you can see, we have the ferryman, and then we have Hanky and Panky in the corner right there. Don't be afraid to take, again, that big pointy thing and, start poking him saying, off, off, off. Off before, it goes in between the legs, and then instead of it being just one, it's two of you. Two halves, that is. Because you have to be getting into a frame of mind where you're peaceful and you're able to think clearly. And Hanky and Panky there kind of are not really being fair or just to you. They're kind of robbing you of that. When it comes to matters of the it loves me not. It loves me? I thought it was a prank. We have Archangel blowing it. Judgment. So you're gonna be tested this year regarding your feelings and love affairs and spirituality and things like that. I'm getting more like, oh boy, you're being tested to see if you're gonna be able to withstand this. So be prepared that this year you might have 3 exes come back. Be like, please take me back. Well, didn't I just say earlier that Mauve was a goddess who was all like, you man there, kiss my foot. What are you, nuts, woman? I said kiss my foot or you lose your head. Okay. Again, it's like the same thing with that card right there. You have three white pigeon men below her, and they're like, yes, McQueen, I will do as you say, just stop blowing it, please. And you're going to be tested to see if you're actually able to just rise above their shenanigans and kind of send them out packing and running away. Because if one of the figures happens to be the figure that's trying to make himself look good and trying to make you feel like guilt trip for not reciprocating on the physical level, don't worry about it. You probably have said before, I don't feel like that towards you, dude. But I've been giving you all these things. Does that mean, you should at least give something back to me? Nope. I said I'm not feeling it, dude. But you keep giving it, so okay. Not your problem. Oh, and yep. The advice card is the Hong Kong Fooey Chariot card. This depiction we have a pigeon man statue below another angelic figure, which is covered in shadow and white. And that figure below is going, oh, Lord Lanta, please, I beg of thee that I do not have a twilight pigeon man behind thee, because if thee do have pigeon man behind me, I'm not going to be glee. And that's how it's going to be. Crap. So your advice is, don't worry about what's behind you, and stop giving false hope to yourself. Just get up, turn up the sass, and make it known that you're not having it, and that you deserve to be treated like a queen. If you gotta split some heads, metaphorically, just split open the heads. They're like pumpkins, just go whack, smack. I don't know about the Diamondbacks. No copyright that. But yes, be determined, turn up the sass, and make it known to not be having it. And I mean, this is popping in my head. For this immature figure, if you have to, use him as an example of like, okay, dimwits. You see this one? Yeah. Oh, hey, listen. You just beheaded him. Mm-hmm. Don't be stupid like him, because that would be him next. Yeah. Don't be afraid also, if you need to, use this figure that you're communicating with that's kind of a little bit immature towards you. Use him as an example of what not to do and be all like, you see this guy? You know, without his head? He has the other one, so it's okay. Don't be like him. Because you need to have both heads to live. Because you'll bleed out if you have one of them gone. Yeah. Remain determined. Hello, Mika. Okay. So that's what I got for Cancer. Well, I mean, that depends on what, I just lost my train of thought. What sign you are. Where's my... I just had... Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. That's what I have for Cancer. Next up is Leo. The lioness. Or lion. Or also known as, funny enough, Simba. Simba. That is the Vedic name for it. Nope, Aquarius. I'm still a ways away from Aquarius, so there's plenty of time. So next up is Leo. And just to be sure, I'm going to make sure that I don't pull the same Dark Goddess Oracle cards twice. Anything Leo. Anything Leo related. So like say, like what Kayla just said, Leo Ascendant. So for the year 2022, the Ascendant is going to be going through whatever gets pulled out of this thing. But anyway, I'm just going to go through the deck to make sure I won't pull the same thing twice, because I don't like when that happens. I like to keep things fresh, crisp. It sounded like Count Succula right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got those four. So let's see who comes out for Leo. Fine. Go figure. Okay, let's see. Just get all the decks I've used are far away. And now let's see which one. Which one is a? That one's. Let's go with. Grand Lux. So, anyway, Leo. Nighty-night, Ivy. So, Leo. Yours is Demon Snake Lady, Medusa. For appearance. No, don't be thinking like... I'm getting the Demon Snake Lady? Yeah, what's wrong with that? You know what they say about Medusa? Them hips, though. No. It was so horrible. But anyway. So essentially... Hello, Jeremy. So essentially, Leo, this is going to be the year for you to really understand that, you know, a lot of people think that I'm not attractive looking. What people? Oh, you mean the ones I shot about a few seconds ago? Yeah, that's what happens when, you think I don't know my own worth. This is the year to really take a look at your appearance and how you're presenting yourself and really getting to grips like, you know what? I am beautiful. I am slick. I am crisp. I got everything right exactly where it needs to be. I'm confident in myself. If nobody likes it, that person doesn't like it. There isn't anybody else here that, doesn't like it. I don't see people that look up to it and see like, wow, that's a pretty Leo. I'm jealous. I wish I could be a pretty kitty. Nonetheless, this year, take a lot of stock in bettering yourself and making yourself be beautiful to your standards. Your standards, not nobody else's. Because you're really here to impress yourself. If somebody doesn't like it, not your problem. I don't like you wearing that dress. No, that sucks, doesn't it? Oh, you want me to do something about it? No. I like this dress. Get the idea. You flaunt yourself and present yourself however you deem fit. If someone's like, that's offensive, well, good. I'll do it again. Just in a different shade of red. So let's see what comes out for Leo. Okay, fine. Quarter 1, first 3 months. Hong Kong Fooey, 8 of twigs. Watch out for your head. Quarter 2. Temperance, also known as definitely not drunk. Ballet, pigeon man with solo cups. Got on Broadway for some reason. Quarter 3. He who enjoys marlin meat. Knight of Cups. Marlin meat? Okay. If you happen to know somebody, or you're really close to somebody who likes fish, and marlin for that matter, or even has like a marlin display thing, whatever. It's kind of fishy if you ask me. Quarter 4. 10 of Blades. Clarifying the 8 of Twigs, if you would. 8 of Wands with King of Blades with a hawk on the blade. Temperance clarified by Knight of Twigs. 2 knights, 1 king. Oh, God. That's quite a lot of K's there. Too many of them. Too much. Oh, that's so bad. Too much kinkiness right there. Too much. We have too much wet, flaming, and blowing. And then clarifying the Knight of, solo cups is he who is forever alone, the hermit. And then the 10 of Swords gets the 5 of Swords on top of it. Okay, so let's see here. Leo. Let's go about it this way. So for the first quarter of the year, the first 3 months, don't be afraid to take a lot of initiative and having the confidence in saying that you are a king / queen. You know your worth. Don't be afraid to, express it and be really vibrant about it. But also know when plenty's plenty. And also keep aware of your surroundings a lot more this year. And if someone tries to defame your name, don't be afraid to pick up a twig and aim right for the back of the head. That'll teach them to stick it. Quarter 2. Now you have ballet, ballet bartender, pigeon man, and the Knight of Twigs. So consider taking this idea of having to be going quick and being really vibrant at first and then slowing, dying around. Instead, now go about it in reverse. So instead of going bang at first, go bang. Because there might be an endeavor that you're investing in the second quarter that you have to, instead of doing the strategy that you always do with trying to go towards something, go in reverse. Take your sweet time and then go TNT stick. That'll probably give you a much more better outcome in that quarter involving your appearance. In quarter 3, we have, freaky fish guy with a cup and forever alone man, but with a lot of wisdom. Quarter 3, you might be giving a lot of realistic, practical advice to some guy who thinks he's all woozy-wooey. But to be completely honest, and I'll vouch for this one, the ones who are older, they know how to have the most fun. Trust me. Just nod your head and say, I accept that. I'm going to go with it. Good choice. Nope. Just go with it. Trust me. Go with it. I said go with it. Nod your head. Good. Don't make me, you know, bow your head for you. Anyway, make sure again you're able to understand that you can only leave this dimwit to the water to fish in, but if he throws his, you know, fishing pole into the dirt, just let him do it. If you're going to be trying to seduce somebody too, that in the third period, make sure you spend a lot of time thinking it over and using your wisdom and making sure you're crafting the perfect way of words and knitting or being the most flawless word seamstress you can be. And don't be afraid, you know, be all like, back in my day, you know, what we do to you stupid kids? We would, you know, tie her upside down in the middle of the town center. All of us line up and then give you rosy cheeks on both sides. Yep. There and down below. Mm-hmm. Then we call you Bamboo Butt. Then for the last quarter, 10 of blades and then the 5 of blades. So the ending of the year is you're going to have to purge this idea of having to kind of be conflicting and having to always stand and always have to turn up the sassy, you know, table flip on those, because that idea of going about it in that kind of endeavor, nobody wins it. But also, when nobody wins, at the end of the day, like what I said about this before, you have to do what's best for you, and if you have to harm somebody else in order to protect yourself, you might have to do it. Even though if you might take a loss to something, still do it. Save what you can, and don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Because, as Medusa was a victim of mistreatment, don't let that become you. Don't be abused. Don't be mistreated. Let people know that, hey, by any chance, do you happen to know about the magical ability I have? Just look into my eyes and see what happens. Oh, what could possibly go? Thousand years later. And this? Oh, this was a statue of some guy who was an unfortunate soul to, you know, look at Medusa's face and make her mad. So yeah, he's been preserved for thousands of years. No, Bobby, don't. Bobby, get back here right now. Don't push it down. Yeah. Know your worth and express your worth. And don't let yourself become a victim to nobody's BS. You're a divine figure. Everybody is. Flaunt it. And let them know. Don't mess with me. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in the same spot forever and ever and ever. Know your worth. Flaunt it. And be elegant in the way you go about it. Express yourself elegantly, but with great grace and poise. Go get him, kitty. Go get him, Simba. No, really, that's the terminology for the sign of Leo in Vedic. Simba Lunda. Like Leo was singing. Okay, there's that one. Next is Virgo. The sign that is the artist with a sword in more ways than one. Literally. What comes out for rude? That could have hit me in the face, you know that? Virgo. Let's see what comes out for Virgo. I wonder if Joey's watching this. Because if she is, I'm gonna laugh my tush off. So Virgo, well, you know what? Let's combine two separate things regarding two different Virgos that I know. Yeah, let's go with that. And the deck for Virgo is going to be the Definitely Not Shown Jumps Tarot. Definitely Not Shown Jumps Tarot is the traditional manga. Oh, that flipped the wrong way. So anyway, before we begin, Virgo, you got the Morrigan. Yeah. So Joey, if you're watching this, that's not coincidence. 2022. Don't be afraid to let it a blood, you know, an ear-shattering, blood-curdling screech, and then coming out of left field with, you know, blades drawn and ravens going, nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. Don't be afraid to go in face first and, you know, tormenting whatever you have to torment in order to get what you need and what you've been deserving to get for a long time. Because this is the year 2022. The number is 6. And you add those 3 2s and a 0 together. And Virgo is the what sign? Yeah, the 6th sign. The 6th sign. Not like the 6th sign as in like, I see dead people. Not that one. Not the 6th sense. But even who knows, you might have even your 6th sense more enhanced. Just go with it. Don't knock on my wall. I said don't knock on the wall. You do it again. Quit it. Anyway. But really? You know, remember that time when that, you know, that thing, you know, grabbed my hand during the board session? You saw what happened to that, right? Yeah, you got something, you know, kind of sharp and pointy right through its hand. Do you want to have your hand pierced too? Thought so. Have your third eye open, they said. It would be a blessing, they said. It's a prank, don't do it. Oh, that's just so freaky deaky. So, current standing for Virgo going into the the year 2022. You might be not aware of something that has a gift for you. It might be something on a different state of awareness that's trying to be like, here, I have a gift for you. Dude, wake up. You don't not realize how much BS I had to go through just to get this spring water for you. Wake up before I dump it on your head. I quit. No. Essentially, you might have an astral being trying to give you something nourishing or something that's going to be giving you a restoration on the depths of the emotional side for you. So, at the current standing, be aware of that. When you're going into 2022, you have a figure that's trying to get your attention to interact with you, to give you something that's going to be giving you more nourishment on the soul level. I'm just going to go with that because it just decided to come out of the mouth. Especially when it comes to understanding that, well, somebody's royalty. And you have to, again, everybody's getting the same message, so I'm going to go with it. You have to treat yourself like royalty. Enjoy the life. You don't have to be working all the time. You don't have to be perfecting all the time. But you can have other people do it for you. All you gotta do is just be all, Stetson, yes, my lady, be so kind, would you clean up the floor? It seems that, you know, dirty men have been in this room. Yes, my lady. Oh, while you're out there, do the dishes too. Yes, my lady. Oh, carry me to my loft. But, ma'am, that's in the next town over. I said carry me, Stetson. Know your worth, know how much pull you have, and know that you deserve to have this year to be living in a state of being pampered. And that actually might be what the astral being is trying to tell you, that there's actually a big opportunity for you to get this thing, for you to be like a queen, but you gotta wake up and, you know, be relentless after it. It might involve somebody else and they're not being grateful for it. Or you actually may be trying to get the both aspects of yourself, the masculine side and the feminine side, to work together as a unison. the conscious mind and then the subconscious coming together, trying to work. The subconscious is trying to give it, but there's something on the physical that's like, no, I don't want it. Adam, put it in your mouth already. What's the worst that can happen? Besides, you're not taking it and you're going to kick the bucket of starvation. Just put the fruit in your mouth, dude. And biggest obstacle for 2022 for Virgo? Involving something kicking the bucket. Oh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to say this. If a pet is going to be passing over, be aware of that. Or you actually might have a pet that's passed over and come back into your life, and this is a different awareness, such as like becoming another cat. Or actually, you might become a person energetically. A person might also turn into a pet. That's the biggest, what the heck, dude? Let's not do that. That's just mean. So, everything I just said, the death, never mind. Something kicks the bucket. Nope. It doesn't. And instead, so pretty much you might face a situation where you think something is dead or something has passed over and is gone, but it turns out it's not going to be. And then you're going to be holding on to it for dear life much more and actually begin appreciating it more. Just don't neglect yourself. And understand that sometimes there's misunderstandings like, oops, I miscommunicated, or like you believe something that somebody said, like, oh, this person passed away, but in reality they didn't. And it can naturally leave a lot of trauma to you. So be aware that if something passes, to be a bit more open to understanding that maybe they didn't pass, or maybe there's just some kind of misunderstanding, or you might hear something not really clear, and you might catch something that's like, well, that ended. Then you come to find out, oh, our connection I was within, it wasn't over? Oh, I thought it was. Thank goodness it's not over. I'm going to hold on to this thing now for dear life. Or you actually might go from one state thinking that, oh, this might be the best thing for me. Nope, it's not. Go back. Yep, and then you stick to what you already knew. As an obstacle, maybe. You might be wanting to change yourself, but then higher state of awareness comes in all like, wakey, wakey, you're going not the right way, time to go backy, backy. And then you're, stuck sitting there like this guy in the Four Pentacles like, I hate my life. I'll just stick here then. See here. Tell me something good that's going to be coming for Virgo this year. Unhanded. F this deck. I quit. Nope. We all know what happens when she comes out, right? I hope. Congratulations. The good thing coming to you is you're going to be living your best state of being, the best awareness, the best everything. You're going to be living the year 2022 at the highest point of your life. Nope. That's what's going to happen. Nope. You want to take it? Don't say no. Because if you say no, well, I'm sorry. Right now, I don't know what the word no means. All I know is, yes, I'm going to take this cup and drink it. Good. Down it. So, the good stuff is best self and clarifying, my card, Queen of Cups. We get along with it. Hong Kong Fooey, 8 of Twigs. We have a lady in kimono commanding Twigs to go in that direction with. So, yep, you're definitely going to be living from your best state ever. And you're going to be having the commanding order on how things go, and they're going to progress so fast that you're going to be accumulating a lot of sticks. So much that you might become overburdened with like all you've obtained by commanding these sticks. But I mean, that's what happens when you're operating from your best state. You just keep you keep pointing, saying, okay, over here. Okay, you Twix, go that way, and now become, instead of 8, now you're 10. There was one's 8, and now there's 10. So make sure that you gain and take in all that you can that benefits you and you gain from it. And even if it's quick, not all the time something that is like a quick win. Don't think that's like, oh, that's just a waste of time. It's going to be over and done with anyway. Nope. A win's a win. Take it, embrace it, and enjoy it. And don't waste it. Your voice is cracking. Your voice is getting tired. Give me 3 more 4 suggested courses of action to ensure that the gains come and the potential worst case scenario stays far, far away. Number 1. Oh. Make sure you really take care of yourself and make sure your self-esteem is good. Caretake to yourself. And that's how you're going to be getting your victory. Self-care and self-realization that, you know what? My state of being and how I feel matters. And it should be priority number 1. Doing so, you get the wheel of fate backing you up and things progress forward. But again, you have to be willing to do some retrospection, but also not be stuck in that position. And being the King of Cups, making sure that you're able to have emotional maturity in order to really understand how you can put your spirituality to its best. But be determined and be very unintimidated by anything that gets in your way, preventing you from getting to that state of being. If you gotta leave things behind, say toodaloo, Jack Tushies. Just don't sit there idling. Don't sit there being idle. Put on your big man panties and, Queen's crown and take control. Now go get him, Tiger. No! Things are going to be dreaming themselves now. You get the idea. Hold on. What's this in here? It's a big mess. It's not. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to take a small break. I'm still going to keep the live going. I'm going to grab a drink. Wait, what time is it again? Holy crap, it's 9 o'clock. Never mind. I'm going to have to end here because I have to get ready for snooze land. And tomorrow I'll finish up with Libra to Pisces. So I'll just put this from Leo. No. Oh, I can't even think right now. I'm so exhausted. So tomorrow I'll go from Libra all the way to Pisces. And I'll just label this Aries to... What's that I just do? Virgo. I did half of them, okay? You get what you get, don't throw a fit. So tomorrow we'll do Libra to Pisces. And then we'll go from there.